to see you again.
You as well.
Talking about the summer, I mean, kind of an emotional roller coaster, right? I mean, what was that fight week like for you?
It was great up until it wasn't. Fantastic up until the weight cut eve is what we'll call it, and then everything went downhill from there.
But how difficult is that for you, especially knowing? I mean, it wasn't just a fight week, right? It's like the comeback week, you know? I mean, so how difficult was that to have it all kind of yanked away from you, I guess?
Extremely frustrating, but after you get past the anger and then the denial, you go through all the stages of grief there, then you're just trying to figure out what's next and rebook as soon as possible.
I was going to ask you, were you hoping? I mean, I know you were kind of working for some other fights. I mean, were you a little disappointed it took this long, or do you feel like it was the right thing?
We're here now, so I'm okay with it. At the time, obviously, I wanted it as soon as possible. Like, the next weekend would have been great, but this was the date they gave me, and it's like, all right, ready for it, so.
Nice. And like I said, I know you were exploring opportunities with other opponents, but with this one getting rebooked, like, is it important to you, was it important to you to be able to face Macy?
Not necessarily. The opponent doesn't matter. The fight does. And for me, coming back after so long and then having it taken away, it could be anybody. They could have assigned me absolutely any fighter, and it'll feel the same way it does now. It's not the person. It's the thing that we're doing.
Were there any positives at all? I mean, ultimately you want to fight, right? But were there any positives at all, I guess, about, like, going through a fight week again, getting to the weight cut? I mean, was there anything good about it?
It's kind of like a coming home feeling without the final, you get to walk through your door. So it's good to get here and experience it all again after being out for quite a while. But when you have what you're waiting for the entire week, what you're working for taken away, that's just terrible.
I know ultimately you're just trying to win fights and get to the championship, but with everything that happened, did this get any personal for you? Did it add anything, like any emotion for you?
No, like it's our job. It's what we do. If somebody feels like they can't continue and do it, then that's on them. Like, you're fighting the best in the world. If you have an issue and you choose to go forward with the fight, that's definitely going to affect you.
Yeah. So you prepare for it a second time. How does that work? I mean, do you just go back and keep doing what you were doing, or do you go, well, let's see if maybe we should have changed something? Did you make any adjustments?
No, I have a great team, great coach, and the way that we prepared for this fight was exact and specific in the way it needed to be, and then it just continued.
Nice. So the goal here obviously is to win, but do you feel like you need to go make some kind of a statement or thing? I mean, I don't think people have forgot about where you stand in the division, but do you feel like you got to remind people, like, hey, I was up there for a reason?
I think every fight you got to remind people. Nobody remembers what you did 10 fights ago. They remember what you did the last one. So every fight that you fight is a statement to make.
Yeah, great point. Last thing for me, I mean, you win here, as you said, I mean, your ranking is right there at the top. I mean, do you feel like this is enough that you win this and we're talking title shot?
You never know. There's a couple other fights that are very important in this division that have been either pushed back or things have happened. So you got to get through my fight and a couple more, and we'll see where it goes.